Chapter 28. A Journey's Preparation. The man whom we call the Buddha was able to conquer all sufferings. He taught that we can cope with unexpected suffering by mindfully preparing ourselves to confront aging, sickness, and death. We should constantly reflect on the following. 1. Knowing the purpose of life. Know that we were not born to live only for enjoyment. In fact, we were born to pursue perfections by cultivating bunya, in order to break free from the sufferings of life. In other words, we are to follow the ultimate truth in order to reach complete liberation, or nibbana. 2. Self-realization. Habitually, reflect on the fact that it is natural for us to die. We have not yet gone beyond dying. We do not know when we are going to die. We must sooner or later be separated from all of our loved ones and treasured possessions. Knowing this, how can we think about death? We can think about death as inevitable. We can wait for death to come for us. Yet without cultivating bunya, or doing nothing good, it is a waste of a precious human life. But since death is unavoidable, we can make the most of our physical existence by cultivating the maximum number of good deeds. All physical life ends at death, yet death could never be the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to cultivate bunya and purify ourselves from kilesa in order to attain inner happiness. Since kilesa will still remain after the death of our body, we should never stop doing good deeds even when our last day arrives. This is the best recommendation that anyone can offer us. Daily reflection on death and the separation from all loved ones and treasured things helps develop consciousness and progress in meditation. If we perform this reflection, we will live our life with prudence and preparation. We tend not to seek any extra attachment to animate or inanimate things, focusing instead on the performance of good deeds. We are unafraid of any hardship. We realize that death is creeping ever closer, like a shadow that has followed us from birth and is ready to assault us in moments of weakness. In considering death, we should also think about how we can cultivate the greatest amount of bunya. The objective in our life is to live with purpose or meaning. The more we perform deeds that are purposeful and good, the more our life can be considered meaningful. To get the very best out of life, then we need to perform 3 vitally important things. 1. Avoid doing evil things. Cast off past bad habits and avoid starting new ones that give off negative consequences. 2. Do good deeds to the utmost extent. Attempt to perform all good deeds we have never performed and increase the effort devoted to those good deeds that we have already performed. 3. Meditate to purify the mind. Keep our mind bright and clear all the time while inhaling and exhaling. If we inhale and do not exhale, our life comes to an end. Death bears no sign of warning. Remember, the brightness or cloudiness of our mind at death will help decide our future. A bright and clear mind resulting from the recollection of past good bunya will lead us to happiness. The force of good karma based on the good bunya that we have done on earth will effectively lead us to a happy place and future. Conversely, a cloudy mind resulting from recollection of past evil deeds will lead us to an unfortunate future. The force of bad karma will lead to painful experiences. How then can we become a person who generates bunya? There are 10 paths or bases for doing so. 1. Generosity, dhanamaya. Acquire bunya by giving objects and necessities to an appropriate recipient. 2. Moral discipline, silamaya. Observing moral behavior by restraining our speech and actions to do only good, not causing turmoil for others. 3. Meditation practice, pavanamaya. Mental development through meditation. 4. Humility, appaccayanamaya. Reverence and humility towards others with virtue. 5. Aiding others, vayavajamaya. Assisting others without breaking the law, tradition or morals. 6. Transferring bunya, patithanamaya. Sharing accumulated bunya with others. 7. Rejoicing in punya. Pathanumotanamaya, rejoicing under the people's punya. 8. Listening to Dhamma sermons. Dhammasawatanamaya, listening to doctrines or teachings that form the right outlook on life. 9. Giving Dhamma sermons. Dhammatesanamaya, teaching the doctrine or showing truth. 10. Forming the right outlook. Ditthu-jukama, strengthening our views or forming correct views. These 10 actions can be simply categorized into 3 large umbrella groups. 1. Generosity, dana. 2. Moral discipline, sila. 3. Meditation practice, pavana. A person who understands the purpose of life, habitually contemplates the reality of death, and makes an effort to cultivate good deeds will have the right view of the world. His/her mind will be unmoved by worldly sufferings.